Welcome to the first AFC North edition. This is my Week 5 preview between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first AFC North matchup of the season for both these teams and in general. So let's see how this game goes, man. But obviously, as a Bengals fan, I'm going to tell you give you a quick look at us. Obviously, give a quick look at the Ravens, and then tell you what we need to do to win. So let's dive into it, man. So let's take a look at us. We're 1-3, a huge test coming up. Both of these teams, it's a huge test for both of these teams. Obviously, playing in the AFC North, every game feels like a test with how talented all four of those teams are. Joe Burrow's been playing lights out, obviously. Last week was no different. I mean, the offense just continued to do its thing. I mean, with T. Higgins back, man, it's allowed Ja'Marr Chase to really, get open a lot more with facing less double teams. I mean, the defense was all over him. So, the defense, they still got to step up, though. I mean, they've been struggling against the run and the pass. I mean, Chuba Hubbard really, he also exploited some of those holes, man. So, it's going to be a big test for us. And Chase Brown, Zach Moss got to continue to do their thing, got to continue to feed them. Zach Moss really, he was great, but Chase Brown really stood out to me. I mean, Zach Moss had that amazing catch, amazing play by Burrow. He went out to the left side, then came all the way back to the right side of the pocket, and then he threw it right to Zach Moss. So he's been playing well as well. So, you love to see both them, it's like a new fresh face at running back. I know a lot of people are still upset about Mixon, but, you love to see some of the new guys stepping up as well, man. So, yeah, we're coming off a win. Obviously, this is not where we want to be, 1-3, but it's the same spot as last year, so that gives the team a little bit of confidence, as I said. So, you got to be you got to just take what it is, right? So, it's a long season. So, I wouldn't say, they're out of it, obviously. So, you got to just, hopefully the team is just aware that this is a huge game coming up. So, now we got to look at our opponent, man. Obviously, they're 2-2. They're bouncing back big time. They beat the Bills 35-10. A statement win, as this would be if they win this game as well. But Lamar Jackson is still that dude on the ground. Him and Derrick Henry combined for over 200 yards, I believe. And then their offense is actually leading the NFL in yards per play. So that's a tough group over there in Baltimore. They're not the team that they were the first 2 weeks, and they've really kind of picked it up. Either one of these teams is going to be on a winning streak after the end of this. It's either going to be the Bengals at 2 games or the Ravens at 3. So now what we learned about that defense, Marlon Humphrey's been struggling, but that pass defense is a little bit weakened. With the loss of Geno Stone and even Patrick Queen on that linebacking core, it's been a little rough. Obviously Roquan Smith is still, a monster, and he's been playing well, all season as well. But that's something that we still got to take advantage of. Obviously that defense, the same. The pass defense still held Josh Allen in check, and he's been having, at least until until last week, and he's been having an MVP season. So, it's a tough game, man. All these games against these guys are tough. But it's something that we got to do. I wouldn't say I feel great about this game. I definitely feel better about the games. I guess not the second game last year, but the first game in week 2 when they came to our house and they beat us. I felt good about that game coming into it just because we were the back-to-back AFC North champions. But these are the last 2 division winners now because they obviously won it last year. They look good coming into this game, man. So it's going to be important for us, but I'll tell you what our keys to victory are. We got to slow down the rushing. We got to force Lamar to pass. If you guys know, Lamar Jackson, when he throws for over 300 yards this season, they're 0-2. So it's going to be important for us to force Lamar to pass the ball. Got to slow down the run. Cam Taylor-Britt on Rashad Bateman, I believe he needs to be better. He needs to shut up and play. The entire team needs to shut up and play. They need to lock in, not throw some shade at, because it's a division rival, obviously. Got to just continue to do what they did last week. There was no controversial talk about that Panthers defense. But, they got to continue to protect Burrow. They've been doing a great job of that. No sacks again last week. But, this is obviously a much tougher defensive line challenge than it was last week against the Panthers because, Roquan Smith is there. He's obviously he wreaks havoc. Not as much, we've seen havoc wreakers in the AFC North, but Roquan Smith is no different. But you got to look at. They got. I'm so bad at pronouncing names, guys, so I apologize. But Matabuke, Michael Pierce, obviously is great. But the thing is, I think our offensive line can go to war with these dudes, man. The defensive line is going to be important for us to address those. If we can protect Burrow, I think that we have a good chance of winning. So we got to stop Derrick Henry's momentum, and he played lights out. Obviously, that 87-yard touchdown on the opening drive, or not the opening drive, but the first play of the drive that they scored. It's going to be important. And also on the other side, we have to run the ball. We have to run the ball. It's going to be key for us to, get it going on the ground, and then we just leave them on their toes, man. Because that's something you got to do with this Ravens team. They're well coached, so you got to leave them on their toes. And they got a great system set up for their quarterback. Obviously, we do too. So I think it's be good. I think both these quarterbacks could have some great days. So, that's how I look at it as keys to victories. It's going to be a tough challenge, man. Again, I don't feel great about this game just because of how we looked on defense, especially. But if that offense can come alive, hopefully we have a better chance to win than I think. But that's pretty much it. But let's talk about this Ravens team, man. So I'll do this for every AFC North game, but I can't stand the Ravens at all. They're definitely my least hated team in the division because I despise the Steelers, and I also despise. I despise the Browns as well. I mean, I don't like Deshaun Watson. That fan base pisses me off. Ravens, I have a little bit of respect for just because, how they run the organization, but they're always in our way. So, I do have respect for some of their guys like Lamar, Derrick Henry. I can't stand Roquan Smith, though. I can't stand him at all. He has no respect for many, just the way he talks about players. He just does not come off as a respectful guy. I can't stand him. He's a dirty player. I do want to send a note to those fans. Obviously, last year, y'all chanted F Joe Burrow when he got hurt. You'll get a big dose of karma soon. Even if it's not this game, it's coming. You just wait. We might be in a tough spot right now, but y'all just wait. It's coming. We're going to get the last laugh. I'm telling you right now. We might not, we'll see if we win this game. I really hope we do. If we don't, we're still going to get the last laugh. You better believe it. Karma's undefeated. Last year when Burrow got hurt, y'all remember, he said this, BS, things like that can happen when you play the Baltimore Ravens defense. And he said, hey, it's just things like that happen. That's how the games play. Okay, whatever, dude. You could say, anybody can come up to me and say, oh, you took it out of context. He didn't mean it that way. I mean, he said it. Rather than just simply offering, condolences. I got a lot of respect for him. He said that. He could have left it at that. He didn't have to throw that in there to sound like a fake tough guy like he is. Then he cries about, that Chiefs player. I forgot who it was. He's like, you better watch himself. You better watch himself. This is one of the most disrespectful, dirty players in the entire league. I don't care what anybody says. So fuck Roquan Smith and fuck the Ravens, dude. Still, always fuck the Ravens. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully the Ravens, hopefully you don't drop the game like you did here. One of the best moments for me as a Bengals fan. And fuck the Ratbirds as always. See you Sunday. But Bengals fans, you guys take care. Have a good one. And AFC North battle number 1 on the season. Let's get a W, man. You guys take care. I'm out.